Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. This channel's been around for almost 3.5 years. Is that not crazy, town? And many of you are OG subscribers, and I love you. You're the salt of the earth. Thank you so much for still continuing to watch and support me. I really do appreciate it. It's kind of crazy, town. I can't imagine what it's like to be a bigger YouTuber because my channel's not huge, clearly. But it's mind-bending how many people are subscribed and watch my videos, and I so appreciate you. Thank you. But in my channel's history, there are a couple videos that seem to be gather more views. Two of those videos, one of them is a comparison between two very popular lunch bags. This bag that I have here, the Magecto Large Cooler, which is like my favorite bag in the universe, and I'll tell you why. And another one is what's in my lunch bag, and I'll tell you, I don't even know how many views it must have 20,000 views. It's like ridiculous, but people are interested. What does a flight attendant carry? I'm not sure why some people want to watch, but there are a lot of people who want to be a flight attendant or are looking to become a flight attendant. And some people are curious about, like, what is in my future? How am I going to pack? Especially the first year or two. Oh my God. I don't care who you fly for, how much money they start at, you're going to need a lunch bag because you're going to be poor. Super poor, and you're going to want to bring your food with you on trips. I'm house poor right now. I just bought a house in January. I know, yay. Crazy, but so I'm kind of house poor right now. I don't even want to tell you how much money is back in my savings account, but so I'm making my food and I'm bringing it with me on my trips. So in this video, now that I've been talking for 2 minutes, I'm going to give you a tour of what is inside this lunch bag. What I bring with me on my trips for food. Now, I have food in my cooler that needs to be kept cold, and I'll show you how I do that as well. I also have an assortment of things that don't need to be cold, that are not perishable, that I either keep in my rollerboard or in my rolling tote, because it's just easy. And I'd like to have some variety. So if I don't want what's in my bag, or if I'm on the plane, I can actually make some of these things and eat on the plane and not have to have it heated up or worry about, whatever. So let's get to the bag, okay? So let me give you a quick tour of the bag because the table I have isn't going to be big enough to have it up in front of me. So this is my lunch bag, just so you know. I weighed it when we were in the crew room. It weighs 21.5 pounds. 21.5 pounds. You'll see why in a minute. But it weighs, my rollerboard on this trip weighed 25 pounds, mostly because it's just basically kitchen stuff. Like I have my Teamy Mix-It. I've got my hot water kettle. What else do I have? I basically have a kitchen in there, but my lunch bag weighs 4 pounds less than my rollerboard. Crazy. But this is, hold on. This is my lunch bag by Magecto. This is my, if you love bag tags and you're a flight attendant or buy a gift for a flight attendant, go to Facebook and look for the bag tag lady. Oh my God, her tags are so cute. All right, so we've got my Magecto lunch bag. I'm not a fan of the logo, but whatever. There's a big pocket in the front. It's built like almost every other cooler on the planet, but it's just better. There's a large pocket in the front. We'll go over that in a second. There's a smaller pocket on the side. There's another small pocket on the side. They're both capable of holding a bottle of water. There's a larger compartment on top, which I make the most of. And then there's the large open cooler part, as you know, we're going to fill with food. And in the back, there's a sleeve to put this bag over your rollerboard. I don't know what the bag costs right now, because this bag I've had for, I don't know, years. I've had it for years. And there's almost no wear. There's a couple spots on the bottom here that are just slightly worn. The liner on the inside, not that this video is about the bag, the liner of this bag seems to be waterproof. This is the original liner I've had in this bag for a couple years now, and it's waterproof. I can't speak on every one of the liners, but this one is waterproof. I forgot to empty this lunch bag out for probably 5 or 6 days, and it was full of water from melted ice, because I put melted ice and just loose ice in here. and it didn't leak. It was on my kitchen, my living room floor, the closet floor, I'm sorry, and the bag didn't leak. Water, standing water like this, was in the bag for like 5 days. It speaks well on its behalf. All right, so in the top compartment right here, it's very deep. Animal crackers, I know, no judgment. They are, they're not very fattening. I can eat a handful, and it's not like 10,000 calories, and they satisfy. Nuts. I love nuts. There's a lot of protein in them. They're easy. They're delicious. My favorite nuts are cashews and Brazil nuts. I'm not sure why, but fun fact right there. So this is a bag I got of nuts at Sprouts. They were like $6.99 a pound for cashew nuts and Brazil nuts. Hello. So I got those, and I eat and snack on those on the plane. Instead of eating peanut M&Ms, I eat those. Peanuts, because well, I prefer the Brazil nuts and cashew nuts, but I was eating peanuts before I was eating those. A granola bar, which I will be eating right after you and I talk about this bag, because my food is not yet hot. There's no microwave in my room, but I do have my Hot Logic Mini. If you don't know what a Hot Logic Mini is, every flight attendant has to have one. Case in point, I don't have a microwave in my room. I don't want to go downstairs to the front lobby to heat up food. I'm not in a hurry. I've got time, so I'll throw my food in here the minute we finish talking to heat it up. But my Hot Logic Mini fits inside here with ease. The eBags crew cooler, not to beat that bag up, but if you want to put, if you want to put that Hot Logic in the top of your eBags, that's all you're fitting in there. The top has a little zipper pocket. There's really almost nothing in here. A candy bar from IKEA that has been in my bag for probably 6 months. I'm surprised I haven't eaten it yet. Chopsticks. I have not cleaned out this bag or organized it in a year, if not longer. So you and I might discover something really unpleasant. Like this disintegrating thing of hot sauce, but this is a little Taco Bell. Some hot sauce from Panda, Taco Bell, which is, the plastic is getting gross. Great. I have some salt and pepper packets, which I will be using on my broccoli, which you'll be seeing later. And that is all that's in the top pocket. It's hard to put much in the top pocket because I stuffed the bottom part of it. And if I overfill this zipper pocket, then it's hard to close. But the top of the bag is just as insulated as the bottom of the bag. I love this bag. I'll try to put a link in the description box below. I think they changed it a little bit. The new one, I think, you have to look at the Amazon, let me know. I think the straps are on the bag itself and not the top. I think they changed it that way. So the side pocket over here, what do I have? I have a bottle of sriracha. Goes everywhere with me. I do not go anywhere without this bottle of sriracha. It is so handy. Some raspberry and blackberry candies, which have been in that bag for an undetermined amount of time. They're probably fossilized. I'm not sure if I gave you a total tour of the bag. One thing I did not mention, if I have given the tour, I cut the straps off. There's a carrying strap. I don't know one flight attendant. I've never seen a flight attendant carry their lunch bag over their shoulder. It's just ungainly, you know. So I cut the strap off because the buckle that goes there gets in the way when you try to unzip and zip your pocket. It just gets in the way. So snip, snip. So that's that pocket. This pocket is some dish detergent to wash my, I have a silicone bowl that I usually eat out of. So I carry some dish detergent in what used to be a mouthwash bottle. And this is a passenger manifest from yesterday's flight. I have to write a report about what happened on that flight. Not pleasant. So I have to write, I'm glad I found that little manifest. I would have lost that if I hadn't made this video. All right, so we've looked at the side pockets, we've looked at the top pocket. Now we're gonna look at the front pocket. This is going to be a little scary because this is where I throw everything. What's usually in there is this cutlery set that I love. Bottle of caffeine pills. It's how I survived training. It's also my insurance to keep my job. Because I'll tell you, if I'm gonna fall asleep on the jump seat, if I'm feeling really drowsy, which happens, especially with turbulence, I'm gonna pop one of those suckers. Now I don't care if I'm not gonna sleep all day. I'm gonna keep my job because you can't fall asleep when you're working as a flight attendant. A bottle of water additive from Walmart, Black Cherry, also has caffeine in it. Oh, hand sanitizer that has emptied itself into the pocket. Vanilla bean hand cream from Bath and Body Works. Ibuprofen, gotta have it because you either need it sometime or you're flying with someone who needs it. This is a lip balm that my company gave us, which I don't know why it's in my bag. I don't use it because it gets all over my mustache. More chopsticks. Paw ointment. Fly with Stella has got me addicted to a couple of things. One of them is paw ointment. I am glad to say that I have a friend who I work with that is Australian, and she was going home to visit people in Australia, and she brought back some paw ointment for me. More hand sanitizer from Bath and Body Works. I probably had 80 little bottles of that. Little teeny bottle of hot sauce, which I forgot I have. It's cute. It's not very useful, but it's cute. Like, how do you shake that out? Oh, okay. Plasticware, which is gross. Throw that away. Charging cord for something. 2 key cards for hotels. Alcohol wipes. More disintegrating hot sauce packets. Another hot sauce mini. More salt. And I don't use salt that often on my food, but I guess I'm always worried about not having it. Hand cream, glasses cleaner, an extra flashlight, a spare flashlight that's covered in a combination of hot sauce and hand sanitizer. It'll work. Wait. Yeah. You have to have a spare flashlight. A larger flashlight. Dayquil. Yay, earplugs. I'm glad I have these. Now, I carry earplugs. These are actually, I think, from the crew room that the pilot is supposed to take. I think someone gave me these from their bag. But I have earplugs with me because sometimes some hotels are just loud and you can't sleep. Or you're flying with a passenger who says, "Could you guys stop talking?" I'm like, no, I can't. Sorry, we have to fly in this plane for 6 hours at night, so we can't stop talking. Here's some earbuds if you want them. And then we got some more Dayquil, some stickers for kids, salt packets. All right, that wasn't terrible. Oh, not terribly embarrassing. Stainless steel straw. I use this all the time. Again, Fly with Stella got me hooked on stainless steel straws. Another chopstick. I don't even know what that is. Tea and lots of packets of hot sauce. These are in better condition. I might keep these. But the older they get, the worse those get. So that was all that's in the front pocket. Not as embarrassing as I thought it would be. All right, so the main compartment. Main part of the show. All right, just making sure this video is not like 18 million minutes long. Not that I worry about those things if you know my channel. All right, so what's in my lunch bag? First off, a container of lingonberry preserves from IKEA because I love them. They're delicious, very tart. And because it's mostly little berries, it stays in one place on your bread. You're not chasing jelly or jam around. Now, I bring with me in my rollerboard whole wheat bread right here. And I also bring a jar of peanut butter pretty much wherever I go when I'm flying, so I can use it to make a little sandwich with the bread. But I can also dip the animal crackers in the peanut butter if I want a more substantial snack at bedtime or something. So I keep this with me. I have, one of the reasons my bag weighs so much is I have these ice mats, and these ice mats in my cooler will stay frozen for 8-10 hours. I've pulled these out and they've still kind of been frozen at like 12 and 13 hours. Yeah, the bag is that insulating. So inside my bag, I've got some asparagus and some broccoli. Some of you have commented that, Stephen, you don't eat enough vegetables. A bag of frozen fruit, because I'm going to make a smoothie. I forgot my yogurt. I'm going to make a smoothie in my little teeny Mix-It. Probably tomorrow morning for breakfast, because we have a 5:30 in the morning van time. Inside here, I know that looks totally unappetizing, but I just made this yesterday for dinner last night and for this trip. This is ground turkey, every single spice I have in my cabinet, pasta, cream cheese, tomato sauce, tomato paste, hot pepper seeds. I mean, it's a whole conglomerate. It's kind of like lasagna, but not. And I keep it in a Ziploc bag because I don't want to waste room in my bag with big plastic containers that I'm probably going to throw away. So I put them in not just plastic bags, but plastic Ziploc bags. They have to be like the one freezer bags. That's what I want to say. So you got to have it in a freezer bag, not a regular zip top bag. Because in a minute, after we finish talking, I'm going to throw this right in my Hot Logic Mini without a container. Because it heats up faster when you don't have to heat up a container and then your food. So this in a freezer bag doesn't melt and it won't cause a problem. If you put it in a regular zip top bag, the bag will melt and it will be very unpleasant. So put it in a freezer bag. That's very important. But super combination. So that's going to be heated up and I'll eat that. I will transfer this, the food, into either the Ziploc bag, not the Ziploc, the silicone bowl that I have in my luggage, my rollerboard, or I'll put it in this container, which I'll probably use the silicone. No, I might use this because it's easier to wash, honestly, with that dish soap. So I keep this, so I keep these inside this glass dish. I put that in my thing. By the time this heats up, this will have come to room temperature and I won't have to worry about this being too cold to put my food in. So, and it's just easier to clean. It stays cold in my lunch bag rather than plastic, which is more insulating than it is dispersing of the cold, blah, blah, blah. Who am I to talk about physics and stuff? Now, I like to make my food with me. To make the food I take with me because it's cheap and I find it very satisfying. I like to cook and I think I'm a relatively good cook for a bachelor. Isn't that sad? But I do have a soft spot for this one particular thing. It's Rezzer's Main Street Sides. This is their macaroni and cheese. I used to eat this every trip, and I saw one of these at the grocery store, and it was on sale. And you really can't see, but it's like, it's macaroni and cheese for like 4 people. Yeah. Did I say I was fat earlier? Yeah. Well, so there's that. And then on the bottom of the bag, I've got another ice mat, a couple little ones that are smaller, and I've got some, and I've lined the bottom of my bag with plastic zip top bags that I think I got at Walmart. They're super cheap, just the quart size or whatever the size this is. So I line the bottom of my bag because it helps insulate the bottom of the bag as well. But I can't always guarantee that I'm going to have a freezer. I have a freezer in my refrigerator in this case. I don't always know I'll have a freezer to keep some of my ice blocks frozen, so I keep extra Ziploc bags so I can go to the ice machine and fill these up and throw the ice in the bag because it's neater in the end after my trip. If I don't have these, because this liner is waterproof, I can throw loose ice in here, and as it melts, that's fine. It keeps the stuff cold anyway. But that is what's inside my lunch bag. That's what I brought with me in the cold section of my bag. Let me put that in there to remember to heat it up. And the other things I take with me, because I take food that's not in my lunch bag, so that I might be cheating because I carry it with me. Keep the broccoli out too, because I'll eat that with my pasta. So the other things I take with me for food that do not go in my lunch bag, remember to put all this in the fridge. I showed you the peanut butter. Some staples I take with me on every trip. I throw 2 of these, and these are from wherever you have a Kroger. It's a Smith's where I live here in Las Vegas, or where I live in Las Vegas. It's their bagged ready-made pasta. Barilla makes one, but the Barilla pasta is really hard. Even if you heat it up, it's still very hard. It's not even al dente, it's hard. Where this texture is much better, and it's $1.59 for one of these packages. This is 7 ounces of pasta, so I can have a serving of pasta here with, this is one of my favorite new things. It's, I've had it before, but I love it. It's a Barilla Filippo Barrio, whatever, spicy tomato pesto. It's delicious on the pasta. It's pretty spicy, but I knew I was bringing it, so I brought a couple slices of Italian bread because I'll just dip this in this, and it's such a good snack. It's so delicious. Yeah, I'm heavy because I eat a lot of bread. What else did I bring with me? Oh, and this is something Kat, yes you, sent me. Or, I'm not sure if this is one you sent me. This is one that I picked up. It's rice. It's already made. Now, I can make rice in like my Instant Pot and bring it with me. But just to save room, I can buy this for like $1, if that. Throw it in my rollerboard and save space in my cooler for more important things like crap. And then I'm really into stag chili. This is the Laredo. I like the other one that's hotter, but I'll throw this and this in my silicone bowl, heat it up, and it's delicious. It costs almost nothing. It's very satisfying. And what else? I think that's it. I think that's what I brought on this trip. Now, I brought all of this for a 4-day trip. The odds are that I will not eat this or get to it, and there's a good chance that I may not eat one of these, but I know I keep talking, I'm so sorry. What I can do with this, because it is already so cooked, it doesn't need to really be heated up too much. If I have any of that pesto left, I can throw this and a little pesto into that silicone bowl while I'm on the plane and eat it as if it were like a cold pasta salad kind of pesto thing. So yeah, on my plane, we don't have ovens. There's no way for us to heat up food on my planes, and it's very against the rules to do anything like with your Hot Logic Mini. Don't do it. So that's a meal I can eat on the plane, or I make a sandwich out of my peanut butter and my preserves, that kind of stuff. All right, so this video has turned into a 24-minute long video about food in my lunch bag. I'm not sorry, because you know how I talk. If you've not been here before to my channel, thank you for putting up with this long video. I hope you found it informative or helpful. If you have any questions whatsoever about the bag, the food I brought with me, being a flight attendant, whatever, drop a comment or a question below. I look at every single comment. In fact, you'll notice I put a little heart next to every comment that I've read. I comment when it seems appropriate, or when I have time or whatever, but I do read every single comment. So be nice. That's key. Be nice, be kind to me and everyone around you, because the world is a very dark place right now. I think that's it. So I will talk to you guys soon, and have a great day. Fly safe. Bye.